Okay, now let's say that here we have 79 milligrams, and we want to find out how many grams that is. Okay, so whether we're working with milligrams or millimeters, the conversion's the same. So we could say that this is 1 gram. Do that in blue. 1 gram over 1,000 milligrams. Okay? So we want to know, all right, so here's our 79 milligrams over 1. And so do we want 1 gram over 1,000 milligrams? Or, yeah, that's what we want, right? Because we want the milligrams to cancel. So that means, is our number going to get, because we're dividing by 1,000, is our number going to get larger or smaller? Smaller, right? So that means we're starting from behind the 9, right? So here's our 79. We're starting from behind the 9, right? And we're moving that decimal how many places? 1, 2, 3. So you got to remember that it's not the number of zeros that you're going to have. You have to start from behind where that decimal point is. In this case, the decimal point is implied to be behind the 9, right? So we're moving that decimal to the left 3 places. And so that's going to be 0.079, and what's our units? Grams, right. Alright.
Wouldn't it all depend on like how many zeros? I mean, like, I know you start behind the 79. That's where that's where you assume that's at.
That's where the decimal point starts at.
Yeah, but like, isn't that zeros?
However many zeros you have, yeah, that's how many decimal points you're going to move it. That's how many places you're going to move it. That's right. Okay? Alright. So if it was if we were working with, well, let's do a different problem. And instead of reconstructing this one, we'll just do a different one. Okay, now let's say that we have 79, or not 79, excuse me. We have 15. Okay, what would we call this? Decagrams. Good. Over 1. And we want to know the conversion for 15 decagrams is equal to how many, and what would that be? Decigrams. Good. Okay, so here's our conversion table, right? Here's decagram, but instead of 10 meters over 1 decameter, we're working with 10 grams over 1 decagram. Okay, and so we're looking at 10 grams over 1 decagram, and we also need a conversion for decigrams, right? Well, what's our conversion for decigrams? It's 1, what would that conversion be? 1 gram over 10 decigrams, right? So the conversion is the same between kilo, hecto, deca, deci, semi, milli. The only thing that's different is it millimeters or is it milligrams or is it milliliters? So the base unit is the only thing that's going to be different. Okay, so we're looking at 1 gram over 10 decigrams. Okay, so we don't have a conversion to go from decagrams to decigrams, right? So we have to go from decagrams to what?
Grams.
Grams, good. And from grams to decigrams, okay? So we're going to start off with, what's our first step here? We've got to go from decagrams to grams, right? Here's decagrams to grams. What is it going to be, 10 grams over 1 decagram, or is it going to be 10 decagrams over 1 gram? We've got to do that so that our decagram units cancel, right?
10 decagrams.
Right, that's right. The 1 decagram, and I always like to put what I'm going to cancel in the denominator first. 10 grams. And then actually physically cancel them out, because that way you know you got it right. Okay, so now we got 15, right? And then we multiplying and dividing 10. We're multiplying 10. So yeah, it's going to get bigger, so we got to move that decimal point to the right. Good. So we're moving that decimal point to the right, so that's going to be 150 now. And you know, you can put a decimal point up there if you want, you don't really have to. And it's going to be 150, and what's our units?
Grams.
Grams. All right, good. Are we done? No, because we don't want grams, we want decigrams. Good. Okay, so we put that over 1 times, now we want to convert from grams, right, to decigrams. So are we going to write this as 1 gram over 10 decigrams, or are we going to write it as 10 decigrams over 1 gram? Good, because the 1 gram the gram has to cancel, right? So we want 10 decigrams over 1 gram and cancel the units, right, for grams. And so is our 150, is it going to get larger or smaller?
Larger.
It's going to get larger. Okay, so that's going to make it equal to 1,500. Good. Decigrams. Now, and you see here our units, right? Our units, that's what we wanted. Now, keep in mind that here we multiply. We multiplied 10 here. But don't assume that you're going to keep multiplying. You may multiply on one step, divide on another step, multiply again another step. So you have to use unit analysis on each step and see whether you're going to multiply or divide. Okay? Any questions with that? Well, it's only hard because it's different for us. Now, we used to have a British student that was here, and she tutored